we'll go ahead and watch this one. Alright, and for everyone just tuning in, this is Orien, and in this game I will be playing Skeleton King. So we're letting everyone kind of connect here. This always takes a little bit of time, and so Skeleton King's a decent hero. I know no one's seen him in the internationals, and that's kind of a shame because he does have a decent set of skills. This is of course all pick, as you can see in the top right. What he's most notable for is his ultimate, which happens to be it's basically like having the Aegis of the Immortals. At any time, as long as you have 140 mana and it's not on cooldown, it's passive. It automatically activates just like having the Aegis of Immortality or the Aegis of the Immortals. Just like, only it comes up every 100 seconds instead of having to wait every 10 minutes and killing Roshan. And it costs 140 mana, so if you're fighting a Skeleton King and you don't want him to respawn, sap his mana with either Keeper of the Light or Mana Leech with Nyx Assassin, something to drop him below 140. And I think by the end of it, it's actually 60 seconds. We're going to be watching me. Alright, so his first skill is Hellfire Blast. It is a stun and a slow. It's both 2-second duration on both the stun and the slow. It slows by 20% and does the damage over time of 15 per second or and up to 50 at max level, and does 50 damage at the hit as well as or up to 200 damage at max level. It's 140 mana to cast, and it's got an 8-second cooldown. His second is Vampiric Aura. Just like every other lifesteal, it's a lifesteal ability. It's passive, it's an aura, so it affects everybody around you. So it's like having a built-in Vladimir's Offering as well, only it increases up to being a Vladimir's Mask of Madness, so 30% lifesteal. Mortal Strike, and this is a Skeleton King passively gains a chance to deal bonus damage on attack. So it's a passive
30 seconds to battle.
Ability where he gains a possible crit of 275 at the or 275% at max level. It's got a 15% chance to hit, and and it does an HP drain. Again, another HP drain here, or another HP drain ability, a 20% drain. So you've got 15% chance to drain 20% health, as well as deal a 275% critical, and it drains over 7 seconds. And then, of course, the ulti I was talking about, Reincarnation. You reincarnate, slowing enemies in a radius by 30%, and the cooldown is 260 for the first level, and 60 by the end of the run. It's also 140 mana, and so at level 6 you want to make sure you always have at least 140 mana, and if you don't at least have 140 mana by the 260 seconds you need to cooldown. So we're going to start. I'm top lane with, or against, well, I'm a directed camera, against Rubik, and I'm with the Venomancer here. I'm against Rubik and Troll Warlord. Alright, so Troll Warlord's going to harass a bit. His Whirling Axes. And stun Rubik. Get him out of my lane. A little bit harass. Making sure he stays out of my lane. Again, one spell and I'm already out of mana and can't use another spell. So he is really mana heavy character. He doesn't do well in the early game. He really has to scale into a better hero in the late game. So he does need mana, and I won't be going mana boots because he doesn't need mana boots, but he does need mana later on, and he gets that from some other items later on. And really, after it's all said and done, you only have 2 abilities, and you only need enough to reincarnate and enough to stun for your kill. Alright, so I kind of don't agree with where this build went whenever I was building it. I should have went into Q and E first, simply because I had that I have that lifesteal aura, which would have made it to where I didn't need potions. I didn't need I didn't need the I wouldn't have needed the tangos as much. This guy's saying don't pick it up until later, but at least 1 level into it wouldn't have hurt anything at all. Harassing Rubik, we seem to have already lost Troll Warlord. He ran back to base for whatever reason, and that's kind of why I didn't dive on him, because I didn't have any clue where Troll Warlord was, and he could have at that point been anywhere. Definitely doing better on the last hit game than the last 2 I was on.
Illusion.
So this is Purge's build. Okay, so but I would still have liked to have had that lifesteal aura. It would have been nice to have early on, just at least just 1. Especially for the harass. Again, I don't know, I've said this in a few of my other videos, but going back to the build thing, I always like to grab if I've never played a character before, if I haven't played a character very often, I always like to grab a player-made build. They're up here in this left-hand corner. You can actually see the highest rated ones and pick from them. And then just that gives you an idea of what to build your leveling into and what to build your character's build into. And that helps a lot, because if you don't know what to build it as and what to use, then you might not you might not be able to, you might not play the character as effectively, and you may end up buying something that you don't need, or wasting your money on it. It's alright to trial and error that stuff maybe in a bot match. But when you're playing it in a pub match like this, or in a with friends like that, then you really should look into one of those builds and just play around in bots, play around in like practice sessions. But grab some guides if you don't know the character right off the bat, and try to look for the highest rated guy, because usually those are the best. Actually has the Divine Rapier in there, and that makes sense. And he actually put it down why, because you can actually reincarnate again, just like having the Aegis. Every 60 seconds late game, you could pick up Divine Rapier and not die. Just as simple and easy as that. Actually, behind on farm here, and it's mostly because we keep getting harassed out of lane. We are missing our lane now, and of course we've called that our lane to missing.
Dire's structures are fortified, just like me. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Actually, well, he is out of mana. If that Venomancer had
Dire's top tower is under attack.
the mana for it, and I guess he
that's got
did,
to hurt.
he could have put those Venom wards right there around the tower and actually given. He could actually have done some more damage to that tower, and yeah, the tower probably would have killed him. However, it would have been extra damage to the tower that since they don't have a Treant protector, they can't actually heal that damage back up. There goes that Troll Warlord. Again, luckily I had that stun there.
Bottom is missing.
Okay. So actually didn't that was an assist on my part. That was Venomancer who got the kill there, and that's perfectly alright. We'll go ahead and go back up, push out this lane. Looks like Rubik's going around to our secret shop. But Skeleton King is another one with actually he's got only one active skill, everything else is passive. So a little too late on that. Sorry, I'm a little late tonight. Still got the last hit on that.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
Again, I seem to be running a little behind on farm. It's 9 minutes in, and I've got boots and a shield and a magic wand. So
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, that's got to hurt.
go ahead and stun Troll Warlord here, and I've got him chasing me now. So Rubik stole my stun, which becomes a huge problem
The
soon.
Radiant should really do something about that middle tower. Dire's top tower is under attack.
He actually got himself killed for that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. That's not gonna hold.
Actually waiting for Venomancer to get back here so that I can leave the lane and go heal. I don't want to leave the lane undefended. Not that I'd be able to do a whole lot other than a stun, but I expected them to come back down and try to attack. And so now that I see Venomancer's here, I'm actually going to go back and heal. I'm going to just teleport back in. Again, 2 more TP scrolls. Obviously they're on cooldown now, so I'll just have to wait it out and hoof it back to the top. Their Witch Doctor ended up disconnecting here. I believe he might come back,
The
but I'm
Dire's
not
top tower
sure.
is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
This has been a long time ago since I played this game. Again, playing with Soda and Tabby Tails.
Dire's top tower is under attack. The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good. Safe word.
Luckily that Rubik didn't draw Dazzle back, but still ended up getting the kill there. I'm going to try to go around and pull off a gank while they're still kind of reveling over their victory. They'll see me come around, and I just don't
Dire's
care.
top tower is under
There's the
attack.
stun.
Oh, that's got to hurt.
2-second stun was enough. Does the damage over time, which was enough to kill him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Got my resurrect now, so as long as I have 140 mana, I will come back to life. There's the stun, and enough attack to kill him. Maybe, or not. Magic wand, and throw another one. That'll kill him. And there's the vampiric aura. Now, I gain lifesteal, and so now it's even harder to kill me. And I do realize that I am out of mana, however, and that if I do get someone just raining down death upon me, I will die. And here's going to be the attempt.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best.
And I do end up getting away. He's going to chase me and chase me and chase me. And shallow grave. And it's enough because I'm going to go back and I'm going to reinitiate.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, Dire's top tower has fallen.
And I've left Venomancer kind of up there to himself, but he's doing really well. He's actually set up those wards around that tower to get those towers down quicker, and to keep the backdoor protection from coming up. Because anything spawned like that, Broodmother's spiderlings like we saw in the last game, and the wards, any wards that you place, venom wards, serpent wards from Shadow Shaman, your creeps from Necronomicon, any of those can disable backdoor protection for the towers and allow you to push them down. So it does provide a lot of help with tower pushing. With Venomancer, he is kind of a tower pushing character.
Dominating. Very nice.
Been informed that the stream's kind of cutting off the screen here. Let me pull up OBS and see what's going on. Looks like the stream might be lagging a bit too. Let's see. Maybe that fixes it a little. Sorry about that. Kind of missed out a little bit. We've got stuff going on here.
Very nice.
And Drow Ranger gets a kill there. Go ahead and smack at this tower some more. Again, low on mana, kind of falling back a bit. And there's the...
I face the darkness.
He's going to go ahead and stun me and run away. It's irritating whenever someone else has that stun against you. And Rubik with more mana than Skeleton can get ever dream of having. Go ahead and use my wand here. Reboost my mana and a little bit of health. Not nearly as much health as mana though. Even though it heals the same amount on each, where I have so little mana, it seems like it gives me a whole lot more. I'm gonna work on my armlet, and that's what those claws are for, and I can actually pick up most of the rest of it. Probably should pick up most of the rest of it, but I guess I just left it there and went on. Rubik behind us, there's a double damage rune, so I'll probably end up initiating here.
Twice the bone-crushing power.
And first quote-unquote death Now I come back with full health and full mana. And I'm able to run away and not fight 5 people. Morning sniper here that I'm bringing friends. He's not listening. Still not listening. Oh, there it goes. Uh-oh, see somebody? And Rubik with my spell still coming around and getting that that stun off. Well played by Rubik there, and that stun. That was a well played stun on his part, and with the telekinesis coming back up. Actually, stunning him there would have prevented that, at least prevented most of the damage.
Mega kill. Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself. The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
I have the teleport scroll there, but I don't want to use it because they may scare off, and I'm looking for blood, not
Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world, being
defending
attacked.
that tower, which was almost at full health.
Illusion.
Kind of thought this was a trap the way he was just standing there waiting. I know it was really suspicious, but he didn't have anyone there to kind of back him up. If we would have went on him, he would have died without any help. And I don't know what his plan or deal was, but
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
go ahead. Stun him, keeping him from using that effectively. And I've got my next stun up. I'll go ahead and stun Rubik, who I won't allow to get away. And with the help of Dazzle and her her slow poison, it's nothing but waiting it out. A great item on him would have been Battle Fury, simply because of the cleave, and it's a great item on most melee characters. Some of them it's kind of useless on, but generally you want to go for other items first, obviously. But a Battle Fury would be nice on any heavy hitting.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower.
Any heavy hitting hero.
Dire has fortified its structures. By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower.
And he stole something else of mine, which more than likely was my stun again. and the back and forth stun. With some help there, I don't care to actually go in and attack. And he's going to go ahead and drop me down. I'm going to resurrect again. And back full health, full mana, and punishment for using my ability.
Utterly sick.
You come to a bad end.
Rather large creep wave coming in. Another boost to that lifesteal.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, that's got to hurt. The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look
Sorry
good.
about that. Apparently I'm cutting off the sides and the corners of my game here in the stream, and I apologize. I will fix that eventually. I changed the resolution of my game, and apparently it's messing with my broadcaster. But nothing really missed. Just running from a creep wave, large amount of enemies attacking, and that sort of thing. And so now we've got him way too far out, but he is trying to lead us into a trap. But I'll go ahead and kill him first thing off. And there comes Rubik, and again, Rubik stealing my freaking stun. He does this all game.
Double kill.
Drow Ranger with the ice arrows, or she, yeah, there she is.
Monster kill.
The good thing is now that he's dead, he doesn't have my stun anymore.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. The Radiant should really do something about that middle tower. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. It was a valiant effort. Fortification in place. Shark-like. Very nice.
And now this thing has an 8-second cooldown. So, and probably use my magic stick and get that mana back enough to cast that, but that does give me enough to make sure I have my ulti up and ready. There comes another one of those, and unfortunately it almost melted Tabby, and it does eventually get her killed, but we can get back in. We'll make sure we get some things going on here.
Structures are fortified.
It looks like I'm going to go ahead and make the escape, and there comes Sniper, and he ignores the guys chasing me completely, and is going to get himself killed.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Double kill!
Well, the good news is I was able to go in and fix that, or go in and kill both of those, and still not die, so. Playing with the courier here. There we go. Now I've got my armlet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I generally don't play a lot of strength-based heroes, so I'm fairly new to the armlet. I used to play it a lot with Huskar, but I never really messed with the armlet toggle, and didn't really know too much about it until I seen it used at the internationals this year. So
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Timber!
and he's going to use it just to run away. Look at that. I'm tanking that freaking death ward and not really having any problem out of it. All of the crits. That's exactly what I mean. Just using Coddle's mana drain just to drain off my mana would be a perfect thing. If I would have kept it up, I wouldn't have had my 140 mana in order to respawn, and I might have died. Obviously, seen what was going on and stopped moving. Just like Rupture, you just stop moving. You don't keep attacking. You just stop moving, or you don't keep fighting, and that keeps you from. It keeps you from eating, getting your mana drained off, and it also stops a micro stun because Coddle will micro stun you after you lose all of your mana. It's not very long, and you're not doing it for the stun. You're doing it to drain the mana of someone like Skeleton King, who don't have the mana in the first place to actually use stuff. Again, he did it to me after the second time. Now, Troll Warlord thinks he can take me.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Again,
attack.
Rubik stole my stun, which again he'll
Radiant's
do that
bottom
all game
tower
long.
is under attack.
Thought better of that, which was a good thing because I would have gotten myself killed.
The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
Go ahead and teleport in on that. Get some of those kills, get some of that gold. Waiting on the courier to come by so I can bring me my Daedalus, which Drow Ranger just picked up as well. After this point, you're hitting so hard, you can pretty much auto-attack everything and get last hits on it. We have them push back up into their base, mostly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Looks like they're planning on routing me, and I know I'm too far out, so I'm going to go ahead and back on out. They expect me to go through the river, I believe, and I'm just not following through with their plan. And again, I didn't know they were there. I had this feeling that, things could be going bad, and I know I'm too far out. Also have my Daedalus coming to me. I just knew better than to go on something like that. And so I went ahead and I left. I seen him there, and I was pretty sure he had friends, and I knew he had friends earlier, so I didn't want to deal with that. I didn't notice Drow Ranger was coming up in behind him either, but now I see her.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
Get creep blocked by my own creeps, so I guess that's payback for not, or for me creep blocking them all the time.
Oh, that's got to hurt.
They're dropping everything they can on me.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good. Dire's top tower has fallen. It was only a matter of time. Dire's top barracks are under attack. It's too perilous.
If they would have just stuck around, they could have killed me a second time. Maybe. I might have actually got the kills on them there. But if they would have stuck around and attacked, they probably would have gotten me a second time, and that would have been an actual death. But as of right now, I'm 13-0.
Let there be a moment of silence.
And Venomancer's already pushed down their top barracks while we're down here filifarting around with the enemy. They're just ignoring him, and to their detriment, they're ignoring him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And I believe that was my reincarnate. No, it was my stun.
The Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a
And here I sit, I'm tanking. I've got 19 armor. I can tank the tower. I can't, however, tank their entire team, or 3 of their team. So I go ahead and wait it out, wait for them to slip outside their base so I can deal a bit of damage. There's the Veil of Discord. I see Rubik there, waiting for him to come along. And I'm watching down there, down in this area, and he's not going for it, so I'm just going to clear out the creep wave. 2-shotting creeps with that Daedalus. 1-shotting if I get a crit.
Double kill.
I see this going on here, so I decided to take down their Codal.
Return fire.
I don't have to go far.
Holy shit.
Luckily, because he'd done that. Mana drain, so... Luckily I have a decent amount of mana now, and you get a lot more mana as you go on, plus some of the items I'm getting. I can always tread switch over to... I can tread switch over into Intelligence to boost my mana back up, and maybe that would be enough to have another reincarnate, and that is always a possibility. I should probably, at this point, if and when I play Skeleton King next, if I'm having this good of a game, I will be buying Battle Fury, something for Cleave. That way I can just rock a creep wave. Not that I'm not able to 2-shot it now. Either Cleave or Molinaire, Battle Fury or Molinaire, because Molinaire would help wipe out a wave as well, and it would provide the extra attack speed damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower.
And I don't know, I'm not in the middle of the fight there. I'm just pushing on their wave, hoping they'll just ignore my team. And knowing that since my team's distracting them, I can just take down their base. Codal's gonna Codal blast me, and that's okay, but I know if he gets close, I'll kill him. And they've killed out his entire team's dead. So now he's the only one left alive in his group, and so I can tank Codal blasts all day long.
Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. Dire's bottom barracks better look out. Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself. Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. See ya! Dire's middle tower now belongs to the Aegis. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Holy shit! Very nice. Dire's middle barracks shall be remembered. Dire's middle barracks have fallen in the line of duty. Dire's top barracks have fallen. The Radiant now have Mega Creeps.
Can kill off these lava wells. I guess they're moon wells on this side. And I see Molinaire's in the suggested build there. And I should probably go Molinaire with this. Or Battle Fury, either one. Just something to get cleave, something to help push out those waves.
Nice. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Killing spree. Double kill. Dire's ancient is about to blow.
Alright.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
There's another kill.
Under there. Breaking victory and achievement for the
Alright, and that's Skeleton King, so again, Skeleton King, his ulti really provides a lot of extra lives. It's like having the Aegis, so if you happen to grab the Aegis, then you have the Aegis and then your ulti. So that's something to look at. I mean, that's Skeleton King's a great damage dealer. He takes a little bit to get going, kind of like a diesel engine, but after you get him farmed up and after you get him going, he's a great carry that deals a lot of damage and has a lot of strength and damage potential just in behind him with his innate abilities. He has a great 2-second stun, which can really turn the tide of battle. He's a great melee. You just gotta be careful about taking damage too much, getting in over your head. Don't think that because you have your ulti that you're suddenly invincible and can take everybody and go 5-on-1. It doesn't work that way. He's not got that much. I mean, even with the armor boost that I had on him, you know, I was still running from 3 people, and that's, you know, that's how that works there. But that was 3 for the night, and I believe my the group that I was going to find a match with has left out on me. However, I am going to find out what's wrong with this stream because I've seen that it's cutting off some of the images, and I will be back in a few minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the stream. Unless I get someone around, I may come back, I may not. But I am going to adjust the stream here. So